Good morning. Hi, everybody. I would first of all like to say that this is not a knitting video. I am posting something quite different, and I will be posting a few of these short little taster videos about my upcoming tour to northern India. Now, I probably have mentioned somewhere along on my podcast that I have spent many years living in India. I was living in India for 12 years until the pandemic, when I came back to South Africa, which is my country of birth, and I have been here ever since in 2019. Part of what I did in India was to take these very small, intimate tours to some of the beautiful places that I have lived in India, what I like to call my secret places. And I did endeavor this year to get a tour going, and it was scheduled for October 2022. But due to many factors, I think people weren't quite ready to travel yet, or they were unsure of the travel regulations regarding COVID and all that kind of stuff. So it did not happen this year. Anyway, I am here to tell you that I'm actually very excited that it didn't happen, because what I've been waiting for is a beautiful festival that happened every single year in the city of Jodhpur, Rajasthan, in the desert. This is called the Sacred Spirit Festival. It is such an amazing festival. Honestly, I can say it's so well organized. It's probably one of the best festivals I've ever been to. And it is held in the majestic Mohingoth Fort above the city of Jodhpur. Now, they are returning next year in 2023. So I decided that it's time for me to plan the next tour around this wonderful festival. I have included this festival in a couple of my previous tours, and it's been very well accepted. I absolutely love it. It is held over 2 days, and it is jam-packed from 5 a.m. until midnight. There are loads and loads of artists, and the heart of this festival is sacred music, musicians from different cultures all over the world, and it is truly beautiful. So there will be music from Turkey, from Morocco, from Pakistan, from Iraq, from Ethiopia, lots from India. Wow, it goes on and on and on. South America, really beautiful musicians, beautiful settings. The Mohingoth Fort is a very large fort and enclosed grounds on sort of like a small mountain above Jodhpur. And the settings are beautiful. There are gorgeous gardens, gorgeous courtyards, and that is where it is held. There's a lake. There will be music by the side of the lake. There's Sufi music. It's just a gorgeous festival. So I'm letting you know that next year, 2023, I will be taking you back to India, and I cannot wait. So my proposed tour will be from the 7th of February to the 21st of February. So that is 2 weeks. I'm not going to give all the details right now. If you are interested, I would love it if you'll comment and perhaps send me your email address, and we can take it further from there. This is a very small tour. I take only 8 people, and this ensures that, we have a really lovely time. It's not so busy. There's not a lot of running around. My tours are not run along any usual lines. I'm not, running from one tourist site to the next. In fact, there's not a lot of tourist sites, but there are some. But it's a very peaceful pace. You have a lot of free time, and we will be traveling from Delhi to Jodhpur For the festival, we will be staying in a fifth generation Haveli, which belongs to a beautiful family, friends of mine. There we will be treated like kings and queens in our little palace, fed gorgeous food, and can just enjoy the history of the place, which is 800 or 900 years old, with all the original mosaicing and gold leafing and beautiful paintings and courtyards and stonework. From there, we will go to Jaipur, which is known as the Pink City, again, still in Rajasthan. We'll spend a few days there, and there are some incredible sites for tourists there, and we will take them in. We will go to the Amber Fort, or the Amber Fort, which is totally majestic, the Lake Palace, the Wind Palace. It's just a gorgeous array of sights to be seen. We will stay in a lovely Heritage Haveli hotel. From there, we will go by train to Rishikesh. Rishikesh is situated on the banks of the Ganges River, as it gushes out from the mountains at the source. So the water is very clean, it's very peaceful, it's a very spiritual place where lots of saints and sages have come over thousands of years, really. It's the gateway to what is known as the Char Dham, which is the 5 holy places in the Himalayas. Here we will just take in the peaceful nature and maybe travel up a little bit higher into the mountains, visit some lovely temples. We will go to Haridwar and take in the evening Arti, which is a ceremony on the Ganges River, and just absorb ourselves in the local activity. From Haridwar, we will take a lovely overnight train trip, which is always a great journey to take in India, and we will go up to Kasar Devi and Almora. This is further up into the Himalayas, where I have lived for some years. It is a magnificent place. It also has a very special magnetic energy that has been called the part of the Van Allen's belt, which is pertains to a very strong magnetic energy that is found on certain places in the planet. And one of the other places that has similar energy to Casa Devi is said to be Machu Picchu in Peru. It's also known as the land of the saints. There are lots of ashrams, there are lots of temples, beautiful walks from one village to the next, constant views of the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas, and the beautiful town of Almora, which is an old hill station situated on the side of the mountain with gorgeous little footpaths and markets where vehicles cannot go, so you're free to walk. It's just beautiful. That is most of it. From there, we'll go back to Delhi and depart. So I'm sharing this with you today just to give you a taster, to let you know what's happening, and I will need confirmation by latest end October, as I have a lot of bookings to make. I will also add some links in here to the Sacred Spirit Festival so you can take a look. Really, it is a magnificent festival. Rajasthan is an extremely colorful, exotic desert land, really beautiful. And the area of Casa Devi and Almora in Uttarakhand is a pristine nature, rural hills, rolling forests, very gorgeous. So take a look, and I invite you to come with me. Thank you for listening.